right. So yesterday's video was suggestions. What should we do? And I was looking at what we could do, and you know, sometimes when I try to get busy and do stuff, it just ends up pretty stagnant and not much happening. For instance, here in Spy, I've got a vertical put and some puts. I bought some puts to protect the downside, and not much happening. And that was just a safety net. Not that I thought it might go down, just a safety net. Vertical puts. Again, betting on the downside. I sold them because volatility was high. I'd get a good price. Let's see where that goes. But you know what I feel good about is just waiting or looking for that one thing where you think this would be a good bet, right? And so I'm back at the VIX, mainly because of the big movements, right? And if you look at where the VIX is sitting, it's sitting at 17, right? This is the actually, I was actually betting on the VXX, which is slightly different. I actually don't know the difference, but it doesn't matter. They operate much the same. And I was looking, this is at 52, right? If we go back in history and see where it's been at 160, high numbers the volatility has been at, right? 360, fair enough, that was, I think, COVID time. But anyway, look at the numbers. Absolutely high. Thousands, hundreds. Right? Is this an actual index? I wonder. VXX. Actually, let's look that up, shall we? VXX. What is it? Good to know what we're betting on. So this is Barclays iPath series VIX short. Let's go to finance. Price target. $12.50. Jeez, that's much higher than where it's at. If we go max, look at that. Crazy. All right. So maybe it's not a volatility index. What is this? Series BSP 500 VIX short-term futures. Oh, this is futures. Short-term futures. Geez. Barclays, British multinational bank headquarters. Blah, blah, blah. Actually, why don't we go, what is VXX, right? What is and how to trade it? All right, is an exchange traded ETN, exchange traded note, that tracks the VIX short-term futures. Right. Okay, so it tracks the VIX futures. Okay, that's probably all I need to know. Okay, that's fine. So anyhow, look at where that has been. It's been crazy. So look at where it's at now. It's like approaching zero. And the volatility's drop here. I'm thinking the only way this can go is up eventually, especially with Trump in office and all the changes going on in the economy. I'm thinking that's a good bet. So I've gone in to buy 100 cheap calls at $10. So if I let's see, Watch lists, order chains. Oh, activity. Let's go. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, actually, if I go replace, then you'll see it in the trade. So here we go. I've just bought 100 cheap calls way out here. So we're down here, and I bought them way out here at 110. And I've given it 4 weeks. I figured 4 weeks because from there to there, it's about 4 weeks. Like this kind of to capture movement. I figured maybe even 6 weeks. I mean, we can buy a bit more later. And the price is very low. Volatility is low here. So I figure I buy. Last time I bought 50 of them. This time I bought 100 of them. It's $1,000 debit. For me to lose 4,000, it would have to stay below where it is now for the next 4 weeks. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's like so. You just say so instead of looking for little trade. If you're new at this, you should do little trades. Do lots of little trades. And do lots of little trades using all these various techniques. So if I go clear, using all of these, just so you can understand what's occurring. And if you haven't done any course on them, I highly recommend you do a course to understand everything. But my mindset has recently shifted to the mindset that I see a lot at SMB Capital, SMB Cap. They play big, but they play big with safely and with some intelligence, right? And one of the guys, Seth here, Seth Freiberg, he's the options desk manager, and I like the way he thinks. He looks for things that become highly in your favor with little loss. He would look at something a bit more complicated than what I'm doing, but maybe not. He can be that simple. He just wants you to use your head and think about risk and potential gains. I think this is a good risk to gain ratio, you know. So I don't have much time on my hands to spend hours and hours and hours looking. That's why I'll kind of take some suggestions every now and then, like I took for HIMS here. So HIMS I'm hoping stays below 70, and I've sold some options on HIMS because the volatility is high. I expect it to drop back down in the next few weeks before it might shoot up. I don't expect it to shoot up straight up. So, yeah. So, you got to play how you like to play. And I think the lesson for me is don't just go into stuff because you feel like you need to be into stuff. Go into stuff because you see something and your gut says, hang on, this is a good risk reward ratio, and I'll give it a go. And like Seth would say from SMB, if you see something, go in big. Why not? Because that's where you're going to get your reward and control your risk. I hope that helps. Let's see how these VIX calls go. VXX, sorry, which are the futures of the VIX by Barclays, as I understand it.